Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to this new project that Matt and I are doing together.
Yeah, we are super excited to come back to you guys officially, not just through your ears, but through your face too, because we want you guys to see us.
We've gone video.
Yeah, give up to the video.
Yes. So this is the Matt and James show. We're still sort of figuring out
what we're trying to do, but we wanted to bring you guys something.
Yes.
And we thought, why not do it with Wicked?
We've been waiting. I've been waiting since they announced the film for this to come out. I'm so excited about it. And it's really the best movie for best friends. So it was obvious that we needed to start with a little Wicked extravaganza.
Yeah. And so we thought we have so much stuff to do. And once we talked about it, we realized we have more stuff than we thought we did, and we need to break this up into multiple videos. Yes. So this is part blah of blah, because we don't know if there's going to be 4 videos, 3 videos. So
it's the magic of video.
Yeah. So by the end of this editing and by the post of this video, we will be officially part blah 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 of this. So we will figure that out.
And first of all, there are so many Wicked collabs, which I'm excited about. Maybe somebody who wasn't as into it might be annoyed at how many there are, but I love how many there are. And so we have obtained quite a bit of them.
We're going to do things from putting things together. We're going to be doing things where we are reviewing items that we actually have. We're going to be reviewing items online.
We got some food items.
We do get some food items. We got some, like James said, there is a lot of collabs. And we only got to get about 10% of what we actually wanted because some stuff is actually kind of expensive, but we're going to go over that later in videos. Thanks to Knox Pride for sponsoring this video, I guess, because they bought the item that we're going to be reviewing today.
Yes. And also, thank you to the United Way who 2 years ago bought us all this equipment to begin with. So this might be probably is the collab that I'm the most excited about because it's something that you and I both love and another something that you and I both love.
Right.
And that is
Legos.
So we got the Wicked Emerald City build thanks to Knox Pride, and we are going to put that together for you.
Yeah.
Chat a little bit about Wicked and Lego and I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
But I'm just excited because me and James found a new love of Legos probably within the past year, and it's just been consuming us, and we like to do these together, and we thought that this is obviously the perfect time to do another Lego.
I had no idea how I didn't put Legos together when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like the first time I put Legos together was like 8 months ago.
Honestly.
And then when we went on vacation earlier this summer, well, it's not summer anymore, it's fall. But when we went on vacation in the summer, we used the Lego Builder app to build the Up House. And I didn't even know there was a Lego Builder app. If you haven't used the Lego Builder app and you're building with more than one person, I highly recommend it.
Because the book, you can only do so much. And when there's multiple people trying to do the same thing, it gets a little chaotic. So the Lego Builder app, it comes in handy. And a lot of these break them up into multiple people. This one, it's a little bit different that we've noticed, so we're gonna do the best we can with it.
And most of the time when you use the app, you just put in how many people are putting it together, and it breaks it up, and then you sort of you'll put something together, and then you'll switch with somebody else and put something together. This one is broken up into sections of the build, so we'll see.
Yeah. So I think without further ado, let's get started.
Pop it open. Yeah. I'm so excited because I'm excited because it's the Emerald City, but we're gonna get a tiny Glinda and a tiny Elphaba
and really almost the rest of the cast.
There's Fiero and the Wizard and Madam. Oh, I can't think of Madam. It's not Madam Horrible.
No, it starts with an M, I think.
That, yeah. But yeah, let's get into it. There's stained glass windows in this build.
Yeah, and then there's also stickers, so that's always the harder part for me because I'm not good at putting. All right. So
All
I think
right.
this is the book. This also may be the stickers as well. So let's see.
Oh, it came in like a fancy pants
Yeah.
envelope. All right, so this one has.
Oh, look, they broke it up into multiple
so we
sections.
actually don't even need the builder app right now then. Although it might be.
Oh, there is the stickers. So we're gonna put those over here.
I guess we don't actually need the builder app, but that's okay.
I mean, we can sort
old school style.
Yeah, sure.
So if you've never put Legos together, first of all,
it's a lot of
you
plastic.
should do it. It's a lot of plastic, which is awful. But they break it up into sections. So this one has, I think, 7 sections, and then some random pieces.
There's 9. There's 9 different bags, and they break this up into 4 different books. So there's 4 different books here. I think our plan was we were just going to, since it's not letting us do multiple people in the app, our thought was to just break it up in the section that they give it to us, and we just build from there.
You want to do 1 and 2, and I'll do 3 and 4?
Sure. And then we will get that. So let me tell you.
2 for you.
Thanks.
There's 1 for you.
There's 3, and there's 4. So let's put the rest of these off to the side. When I do Legos,
we should talk about our process.
Yeah, because I will open my bags and I will put all the pieces that look similar together. My ADHD kicks in, and you will see in a second. I will have everything.
Not me, but no one's surprised that I'm a mess. So
well.
And I got some facts about Wicked and Legos that we can discuss while we are putting this together. So they're not just watching our faces looking down on the table the whole time. So let's start with who is your, just not Wicked, but just like in general, who's your favorite Wizard of Oz character?
So when I was a kid and I watched that movie, I always went towards the Cowardly Lion because he was my astrological sign. Also, growing up, I wasn't very confident either, so I was a little bit cowardly growing up. So I kind of really defined with the lion. What about you?
If we're talking just original Wizard of Oz,
yeah,
I would probably say the Scarecrow the most. In the original L. Frank Baum Wizard of Oz series, which I think there's 14 books in that series, there is a character named Ozma who is my favorite character. There is a lot of queer coding in the Wizard of Oz books.
Yeah.
And Ozma is a trans character.
Okay.
So when you first meet Ozma, they are a little boy named, I feel like his name is it's not Rum Tum, but it's something like that.
Something similar.
And then in the next book, he is older, and you find out that he is actually this beautiful princess who has had a curse put on her by an evil sorcerer, I think. And he turned her into a little boy. And so at the end of the second book, the curse is broken and he turns back into a beautiful princess. So that's
I love that.
I guess the transcoding of it all. But that's my favorite character, I think, probably.
I love that.
It's harder to hold a conversation and put Legos together than I imagined, but we're doing it.
It's because I told you earlier, I'm going to get really into this, and I feel like I'm going to stop talking for a certain amount of time because I'm going to get so enthralled with doing this, because what people don't know is that we've been planning this for quite some time. I think this really honestly started probably when we started seeing a lot of these collabs come out. We kind of got really excited to see all of them, because every time we would go to a store, we would always stop and look at all these pieces. But I think once we kind of started talking about it, we started buying some of this stuff, and we were like, oh, let's just wait to hold off before we do anything with this. So some of this stuff we've had for
a minute,
at least a month, maybe 6 weeks. So it's just been really hard to keep this stuff under wrap, because I've been wanting to open everything and play with it and do it, but we couldn't. For my piece is facing that way, so I know that this piece is going to fit in here, the way it should. So I will, since it's like that, I will put my piece like this,
Oh.
and then I will put it in. Because if it doesn't fit, I'm like, well.
Now, when you turn the page, do you, like, for this one, you need one of these and one of these. Do you pull those out and then build, or do you pull them out as you need
like,
them?
if it has, like, a lot of these, like this one, I will pull all the pieces out first and then, like, put them together.
I bet that's probably more convenient than the way that I do it.
Just because I feel like it needs so much more detail. Oh my god, we're snapping.
Snaps.
Right.
Oh, I'm missing another piece.
Are you really missing?
No, I'm just kidding. It's right here. We are teaming up with someone new for the brand new Matt and James show. They don't want to be on camera ever, but we are teaming up with Freddie from Knox Pride. So that's pretty exciting.
They're going to make this a masterpiece.
They already have way better ideas than we do and know way more than we do. What about instead of editor, we say Fredditor?
Oh my god, that is such a good...
Their eyes are rolling so hard right
now.
now.
I feel like that is such a good idea.
I think I'm putting... I don't know what I'm putting together. Do you want another Wizard of Oz or Lego fact?
Yes.
Let's do a Wizard of Oz one since I just did a Lego one. The original musical opened October 3rd, 2003, so they just had their 21st anniversary.
Yay.
And the book is written by Gregory Maguire.
Gregory. Thanks, Gregory.
The original cast, Idina Menzel, Kristen Chenoweth, and Norbert Leo Butz played Glenda Elphaba and Fiyero. The character of Elphaba was nameless until Wicked. In all of the Oz books, the Wicked Witch never had a name.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And Gregory Maguire came up with Elphaba because it's like it sounds like LFB, L. Frank Baum's initials. Elphaba.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I never realized that that I thought maybe she had a name, but he like changed the name. And also, in Wicked, they never refer to her as the Wicked Witch. They just refer to her as Elphaba. Or if they say something about her being wicked, they just call her Wicked. He never... that may be because it's like a copywritten thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm done with my first piece.
Oh, no.
Yay!
You're going so much faster than me.
What is something that you're really looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing Ariana Grande win an Academy Award.
You and me both.
I think that there is a lot of things in the book and even in the stage version that, things from the book that couldn't be put on stage, like physically, so they had to leave it out. Yeah. And I think a lot of that stuff will be able to be put in the movie now. And then I feel like there's going to be a lot just in general from the book that wasn't in the musical, I assume, because they're splitting it up into 2 movies. Yeah. So they're going to have to create more content than there is in the play. So I'm excited to see that. Most musicals have a song in the movie that wasn't in the musical. That's the only way they can be nominated for a Best Original Song Academy Award. So I'm looking forward to any new song that they might create for it.
Because I've never seen the play, but I have seen some like clips online of Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, and I'm just really excited to see how, because I feel like Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo is going to put their own spin on these characters. For sure. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, is to see how the differences between probably one of the 2 most famous Wicked actors that ever played Glinda and Elphaba. So I'm really excited to see how they do their interpretation on screen, because I'm sure everybody have seen the reaction video of Cynthia and Ariana getting their parts in the movie, and literally watching Ariana, it makes me cry because she is crying on film. And she's like, I'm gonna treat her so good. I promise I'll treat her so good. And that like broke my heart, because I was like, she really has wanted this for so long. Since she was like on Nickelodeon, and I think she's
she talked about it.
She's gonna do this so well.
But you know what makes me kind of sad? I mean, I'm obviously very glad Ariana Grande is doing it, but I did read this article about how the other person that they were considering for a very long time, that they were sort of like, she and Ariana Grande were both going through a lot of like screen testing and stuff, was Dove Cameron. And
really?
Dove Cameron also, since she was a little girl, has wanted to play Glinda. So that kind of broke my heart when I saw that.
But you know, I'm sure
every little girl that does Broadway or loves musicals has dreamed of being that part.
I'm sure like people have always wanted to play Glinda in Elphaba. People have always wanted to play Tracy in Hairspray. I feel like there's major roles that these actors always want to do, and I guess it's obviously it's not gonna always work out for somebody. Could you imagine if we got like a Lego sponsor off of this?
Oh my
From
God.
Lego? I would die.
What if we got so famous that they made Lego us?
I feel like that's when I've made it.
When there's
if someone made a Lego after me, I've officially made it.
Okay.
Oh my God!
It's looking like a real thing right now.
Look who I have.
Now I'm going on to 4. I guess these are all the.
I have. Oh my God! I have an emergency. Oh, Betsy.
ASMR.
Make sure it doesn't roll off.
Make sure everything's out of the package.
Oh! Look it. I hate Glinda.
Oh, we're going popular.
You're gonna be popular. A cherry?
Look at these. I don't even know if you can see it. Look at these tiny cherries.
Here, you have to do that. You have to do
it
like this.
Influencer. Tiny cherries. Yes. You think Glinda tongue pops? I bet she does.
Oh my God. Look at that. Look at this.
Oh, apples.
Come on, potions.
That's so cute.
Come on, potions.
Come on, door open.
Come on. Abre la puerta. Come on, open that door, baby.
Bilingual.
Yes. No, I was gonna make a stupid joke, but I was like, no, I have 2 husbands. But
not bilingual, panlingual.
But our person in somewhere. Betsy, too hard. Glinda, dreams the way we planned them. If the wizard should be afraid, come with me. That was like one of my favorite lines. That's one of my favorite lines in the preview is where they're about to go on the train to see the wizard, and Elphaba's like, "Come with me," and she's like, "No, I can't. Okay, I'm coming."
I just think we are not going to be surprised by how great Ariana Grande is in this, but I think other people will be.
Yeah, I mean, because she's a really good actress. Just obviously, we know she can sing. And did you know that I've seen this the other day that Ariana and Cynthia sung live the entire time of filming?
Oh yeah, I did.
Because
see
it does give that more of a feel. And when you're lip syncing, you may not match every word. So I think if you're singing it in post production, it's much easier for the editors and stuff to lay on top.
They did that with Les Mis that everybody was in. It wasn't great. I think also they did that for Into the Woods, which also wasn't great.
And then these go behind here, and it connects to that one. So do the flat end like this.
Oh, those then. Where's the other one of those?
It's still a little short. But when you
look at that's how this picture looks.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The front door and the front door.
Yay! All right, show it up and show everybody. Yay! All right, so we got...
You're like a third of the way through.
Yeah, so we're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with the second half. I think we're almost halfway.
Yeah, about half of this is done, and we're going to finish it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do part 8 and 9. You're going to do 5, 6, and 7. So you're doing the middle. I'm going to do more of this little other archway on the other side of the school. Okay. Hang on, man.
I have a person to put together.
You got Elphaba?
Nope, I've got the wizard. I've got Jeff Goldblum. And honestly, this looks like Jeff Goldblum.
Have you seen some of his interviews for the movie?
No.
He is fucking chaotic. Like his energy is so like chaotic in a good way. Like he is. I love it. It's just he's bouncing around everywhere. He's so like excited about this, and apparently Wicked is like his favorite play ever.
Oh, cute.
And when he got the call for this, he was like super excited to be the wizard.
Here's the wizard. It's cute because you can have his just like little daddy gray hair on, or you can take it off and put his top hat on. But he becomes bald when you put his top hat on.
He does. Like the legs look different.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it being just like
Lego legs.
I've
never put together any of the like, what's the Legos that's like geared towards girls, the like best friends or whatever. That's the kind of minifigures they have in those.
Yeah.
So I guess that might be why they used them, because they figure like it's gonna be only mostly little girls that get they weren't expecting us.
Well, clearly they were wrong.
They didn't see us coming. The Lego founder, Ole Kirk Christensen, created the name Lego from taking the first two letters of the Danish words leg and god, meaning play well.
Okay, come through.
If you put the 340 million minifigures produced last year next to each other in line, it would stretch a whopping 7,900 kilometers. That's almost the distance from London to Beijing.
That's wild.
It looks like Elphaba's in the very last one. We'll get Elphaba when we get to 7. Ooh. You know what I think they're going to do with the breaking this up into 2 movies?
What's that?
Because honestly, like, if I remember correctly, the first part of Wicked it's sort of like the first part is Elphaba's origin story and the second part is Glinda's, kind of. I mean, really, it's like all mixed together, but I wonder if they're going to do like, that's how they're going to split it up.
Primarily, like this one's going to be focused more on Elphaba, and then it's possible.
It would be a smart way to do it too, because if they flip-flopped it like that, because I assume that this year, when the Oscars roll around, if they get nominated, it will be Cynthia for lead actress and Ariana for supporting.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're going to make it so the second movie focuses more on Glinda, so it'll be the other way around for that one.
I mean, because looking at the soundtrack, you don't see any originals on there right now either.
No, not on the track listing. And they could be keeping it secret. But...
Yeah, it could, because like everything you see online now just shows the same song. So it could be possible that they're just not putting that out. They're going to do like an update or whatever, and then it's going to show all of it.
Okay, I'm done with 5 and moving on to 6. That's what 5 looks like. I guess this is like the wizard's office.
Yeah.
We'll get better at showing things off.
I can't wait to like see this all the way done, because there's going to be the front view and the back view, because I feel like it's telling 2 different stories.
Yeah, I didn't even realize like until we took a break and I looked at the back of this box, like how detailed the inside is as well. When we're done, let's try to build something really weird with all these extra pieces.
Okay.
And we'll give it away. Giveaway.
More like throwaway.
More like get away.
Funny.
From me.
I always get so nervous because I start to like push on some of this stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know you go here, but you're not fitting, and I'm so afraid that I'm gonna launch.
Snap.
I'm gonna snap this motherfucker in half, or I'm gonna launch a piece into the ether, and I'm not gonna be able to find it.
Ether Sunday. Like, why did they make this Lego piece opaque? Like, that could have just been another solid green one. Why is it an opaque green one?
Yeah. Well, I don't get it, because some of this stuff, like, it really does not make sense. But it's like, I don't know. It does make sense, but then it doesn't. Oh.
What if we got to tour, like, a Lego factory?
You know how cool that would be?
Are we gonna only make Lego content from now on?
No, I feel like some people would
not be excited about
yeah,
that.
but I feel like some people really are. But we're gonna give these people a mixture.
These people are fans.
Our fans.
I'm not one of your fans.
Stop.
What?
Betsy, there's a QR code on this. This does something.
Oh yeah, I saw that when we were on a break. You can like scan one of the pieces and it does something. We'll have to see what that does.
Oh my god.
I totally forgot I saw that earlier.
That's so cool.
Maybe it's a secret link to the soundtrack, full soundtrack.
What if it's like Cynthia and Ariana like, hi Matt and James.
Hi Matt and James. We knew you were coming to this Lego set.
That would be so cool. They just automatically knew who we were.
This fucking wizard.
He's just, oh my god. He ripped his whole mouth out.
Ripped his jaw off. I'm just gonna wait and put him on. Why is the espresso machine at the top?
Right.
On the roof.
Now we'll do the last part together, but we're gonna build Elphaba.
We'll hold hands while we do it. Ooh, what's in this little box?
Batteries? Why did I say batteries? Like batteries are gonna be in there. Oh, it's her cake!
It's her cake!
Oh my god!
Stop it.
Okay, let's let you do Elphaba real quick.
Put her weave on. Oh, her weave is attached to her hat.
That's smart. Stop! Linda, look at us. Come through.
Oh, besties.
Look at us. We're defying gravity.
We need to become famous so we can just buy all the Legos in the world.
I know. This literally is my happy place. I love doing Legos. Together we're
unlimited.
Okay. Oh, this is for Elphaba.
So she can fly.
All right, and then hang on. So after let's put her on last.
Okay.
So now we need to put.
This goes on top of that.
So these are all extra. Like this?
Yes.
I might need your assistance.
Oh, wow.
That's it! We're done! Let's put everything together.
She's flying.
Alright, and she was at here having coffee or tea. Glenda, where was Glenda? I think she was just like
yeah, I guess we can put them wherever we want to put them. Okay, let's get all of this cleaned up, all this mess off camera that y'all can't see.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna come back and show you
the finished product.
Grand reveal, and we'll tell you what we think.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so we are
done.
Officially done.
It didn't take too long, just like 7 hours.
No.
It's fine.
But we wanted to give you a big reveal. So
yes, bus driver,
move that box. Yay!
Look how gorgeous it is.
It's so cute.
We have Fiero and Glinda up front.
We have Elphaba up here.
Alphabet.
She's flying. We have Madam Morable
reading the book, and then if you turn it around this way, you can see inside everything, and there's the wizard and his fake wizard head, and it's so cool.
It is. Like,
it's
honestly,
really neat. It's one of my favorites I've done so far.
With it being done, the colors are so good together. Like, I'm glad that they did like these bright, vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Because you can't really see them from the front, but from the back you can definitely see the blues and the fuchsias. I love it.
Well,
I'm so excited.
Thanks for building this.
Yeah,
with me.
thanks for
building this with us.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this is just one part of a multiple part series. So check out the rest of our Wicked videos. And also, if you're here and you haven't liked this channel, please do go to our new Instagram. When we left the Knox Pride podcast, we handed all of that social media over, so we're starting from scratch. So we would love lots of likes and follows and all that stuff.
Yeah, if you guys think that we should do a giveaway, I think what we should do is make sure that everybody follows the Knox Pride podcast on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, and also leave a comment and like the post, because then we'll know to who qualifies, and then we'll give it away.
I'm going to scan this QR code really quick and see where it takes me. I've never had a Lego set that had a built-in QR code.
No.
That's so cute. Hello.
I think you hit X on it. You have to open up your camera again.
I have to do what?
You have to like close your camera and go back up.
Thanks, Apple Tech.
So what does it take you?
It's it's like the... first a counter popped up. That's the like how many days and hours it is until Wicked comes out. And then it has a video.
Is it the trailer in the Lego?
It's the trailer in Lego. I'm gonna have to watch that later. That's so cute.
That's so cute.
I give this Lego set 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Lego, if you're listening, we love a sponsorship.
Yeah, because especially adding the QR code, that's a nice touch on there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What else is on that website?
On here?
Yeah.
It's got each of the characters, and you can click on them, and it's got like a little profile on them.
Oh, cute.
That's so cute. Okay, well, we're gonna go film the rest of this stuff, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna take Tiny Jeff Goldblum home, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, well, make sure to bring him back clean.
So I guess until next time,
we see you,
we hear you,
and we love you.